दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। जय श्रीमन्नारायण। Should we chant a small bhajan? जय श्रीमन्नारायण जय श्रीमन्नारायण जय श्रीमन्नारायण जय 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 श्रीमन्नारायण जय श्रीमन्नारायण जय श्रीमन्नारायण जय जय जय। God has given us two hands. No cost, free, with good energy, free, no control, free. When chanting the name of the Lord, we can join the hands, open the heart, and then chant it. Isn't it? Those who think that their hands are functioning, see whether you can raise them. Both. Together. Join. With the name. Jai Srimannarayana, Jai Srimannarayana. स्वामी जी महाराज की जय, समस्त भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्रीमन्नारायण। प्रिय भगवत बंधु, we're so happy to see you all here. We came a bit late today because of, I think probably they are excuses, but we came late. This is a working day to all of you, yet you all have made it to be here this evening. It shows that your commitment and dedication. Mangala Sasanams to all of you for that. We are just on our way. I wanted to see you all here. That's what our organizers made it happen. And so happy for that. And also I heard there are 3-4 organizations. Yes, I saw the sadhus here, and some other organizations also are here. Our Mangala Sasanams to all of you. We are all we call ourselves as dharmics, isn't it? That means we love good practices. We love good things to be done. What does it mean by good? Good that makes everybody together and do things for the welfare of our generations, for the future. There is a saying in, of course in Telugu it is, in English it is, serving humanity is service to God. Did you ever hear this? Manava Sevaye? Oh. And Hindi people say, Jan Seva Hi. Janardhan Seva, something like that. There are many kind of, I think, sayings in different languages. How many of you like this saying that Manava Seva Ye Madhava Seva, or Jan Seva Hi Janardhan Seva? True. Really? You stand for that, right? Let me see once again. How many hands are there like that? That is really great. Now, I want to ask you a small question, not philosophical, such normal questions. I hope that you feel free in answering. Yes? Okay? Hello?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Can we survive without water? No. Who is contaminating the water? We. Wow. Next. Can we survive without air? No. Who is spoiling the air with CFC, monoxides, etc.? Who? Wow, 100%. Can we survive without good soil? Who is chemicalizing the soil with the plastic stuff, etc.? Marks only to we. Right? Okay, good. Okay. Who is cutting the trees? Can we survive without trees? Who is cutting the trees indiscriminately? That also to we only. Okay. Killing animals for the sake of survival is okay. Tigers do, jackals do, lions do. But who kills animals with no discrimination beyond the limit of one's own? That also we. Can we survive without animals and birds? Who is the one corrupting even the animals and birds? Who? This is also a man's achievement. Okay. Who blessed with beautiful tongue to speak wonderful words? Have you ever seen any animal or bird speaking lies? Who can speak lies? Can anybody raise their hand that I never spoke lies in my life? Including the one who holds the mic. If we raise the hand, that becomes another bigger lie. All credits to only humans, right? That's okay. Now what you said, serving humanity is service to God. Manava seva ye, right? Now tell me, is the man who kills other creatures, contaminates the water, spoils the air, corrupts the earth, speaks lies, kills the animals and birds, if such Manava Seva ye, Madhava Seva. Yes? Nobody is raising. Everybody raising their hands before. Who created all these creatures? Sure? We are not, for sure, isn't it? So somebody created, whom people call as God. Scriptures say that is God. Okay. Is every creature created by Him? Okay. Every object created by Him? Okay. Then all these objects and the creatures become His objects, isn't it? His children. We are also His children. Yes? Okay. If a child hurts the other child, do you think the parents are happy? No? Okay. Now you said it is only the man who kills animals, who kills the birds, who cuts the trees, who spoils the soil, contaminates the air, pollutes the water. All good credits are only to humans. Right? Every good thing is man. These kind of good things. Do you think that man is happy? God is happy with man? Then you said Manav Seva ye. Jan Seva he. There is another word called he. A. Serving humanity alone becomes service to God. That's what all of you have just raised your hands, right? Now can you raise your hand? Manav Seva ye. Nobody is raising. What happened? All of you raised your hands this before. Oh, no one is raising your hand now. What changed? This is the seed, probably sowed a few millennia, probably centuries before, not millennia I say, a few centuries before, in the minds of humans, saying that taking care of humans is very important, not other creatures, which are resulting today for the destruction of other creatures and also the nature. Yes or no? Is that saying right? Manav Seva ye, Madhava Seva, Jan Seva hi, Janardhan Seva hai. Is it right? Not able to understand. Is it right or wrong?
Right, but right, but
What's that?
right but incomplete. It's not only Mother Seva.
Right but incomplete. The saying says, Jan Seva Hi. There is a word called He, which says alone. Right? When you use the word alone, or A in Telugu, He in Hindi, that condemns others. Example, there are two persons sitting, and I say, this person only is good. Yehi acha hai. What does it mean? I didn't say that about other person. I didn't say anything. I didn't touch him at all. I said only this person only is good. Automatically it says the other person is not. Yes? Yes. So it condemns and eliminates the other person. When you use the word he in Hindi, a in Telugu, alone in English, of course. What we people are used to say, Manava Seva, nothing else. If you take care of the animals, no, that doesn't become God's service. If you take care of the nature, that doesn't become God's service. Right? When you say Jan Seva, He Janardhan Seva hai. दूसरी सेवा सेवा नहीं होती, भगवान के लिए नहीं लायक है. भगवान उसको पसंद करते नहीं. Isn't it? It is understood. Taking this as granted, man started spoiling the nature and all other creatures. Yes or no? But is it right to say? Is it right to accept? Is it right to accept? That's why it's been modified. It's been updated. How? What is the place of God? Can you tell me? Everywhere. Wow. What a wonderful knowledge you have. It is true. God is everywhere. 100 marks to you. God is everywhere. When God is everywhere, if you take care of a plant, does it become service to God? Yes. And if God is everywhere, taking care of an animal, does it become service to God? Yes. And if God is everywhere, taking care of the floor in clean, does it become service to God? Yes. If God is everywhere, of course taking care of a person suffering also becomes service to God, isn't it? Yes. If you connect it to God. If you are able to connect it to God, then it becomes service to God. Otherwise, I think there are some people who say that we take care of the nature. Some people say we take care of the animals. Some people say we take care of the birds. And some people will say that we take care of the trees and plants. And they don't believe in God. Their concern is the nature. They want to preserve the nature. They deal with the nature. They don't want anything to say, anything to think about God at all. Does it become right service? Does it become right service? You can take care of any object and anything, but what you need to realize is that every part and particle of this universe is the divine form of God? Yes or no? How many of you know Vishnu Sahasranama? Vishnu Sahasranama. There is a sloka in the Dhyana slokas. Bhuv padav yasya nabhirviyat asuranilas chandra suryo cha netre. Did you hear this sloka? What does it mean? All this universe is His divine body. As you said, God is everywhere. I mean, He made this entire universe as His body. And in this body, wherever you put your foot, that becomes His foot. Wherever there is space, that becomes His navel. Wherever there is air, that becomes His breath. Wherever there is water, that becomes His stomach. Wherever there is light, that becomes His eye. And He is the one indweller of all these things. That's what the mantra says. Right? And again, in the next one it is said, Santakaram Vishvakaram. So the entire universe is His divine form, and it is all pervasive. That means even if you take care of a plant, and if you understand that God inside is receiving this, that becomes His service. Is it a good thing or bad? And without knowing that God is there, even if you do, probably if your thought is not connected to God, I think that service, whatever you do, may not be reaching God. Yes? And hence, we have modified that. How? You do service to anything and make it the service of God. Serve all beings as service to God. What is that? Serve. It's not a request. Serve. It's a command. Serve all beings as service to God. Is it right or bad? You have to think about it. You have to think, you have to contemplate on this. You need to take care of everything in this universe. But remember, taking care of anything, when it is connected to God, then that becomes His service. Directly you are serving God. Why? Because without them, you are not there. Without the soil, you are not there. Water, you are not there. Air, you are not there. Without animals, you are not there. Without trees, you won't be there. Without them, you won't be there, right? Taking care of those things, or serving to those things, some people do out of compassion. Taking care of animals, they do out of compassion. Taking care of patients, they do out of compassion. Is it out of compassion you have to do? Or is it out of compulsion you have to do? Compassion. Who needs your compassion? Can you survive survive without trees. So protecting trees, is it out of compassion you have to do? For your own survival you need to do that. Taking care of water, can you survive without water? So taking care of water, is it out of compassion you have to do? Or out of compulsion? Scientists across the world are very much scared if this kind of situation continues for 2 more decades. Then we may not be able to survive on this planet Earth. For oxygen, probably we have to select a few places where you can stay for a couple of hours, get good air and come back, paying something for that. Did you hear this? The world scientists are saying this. If this situation continues, if you don't care of those things like the animals, the birds, the trees, air, water, air, all these things, don't ignore man. We don't say that you have to ignore the man. But man is only a part of the whole. But what you say? Manava seva ye. When you say ye, it means what? Nothing else. But is it right saying? No. You need not ignore man. But man is like a leaf of the tree. Don't miss the tree for the sake of a leaf. Understand? Don't miss the whole for the sake of a part. Man is only a part. You have a wonderful body, isn't it? Of course. Which part of your body is most important? Can you tell me? Which part of your body is most important? Stomach. So keep the stomach and just prune the other parts. Are you ready? Some say brain. Keep the brain intact and remove other parts. Are you ready? Tell me now, which part of your body is more important? You cut the hair, again it grows. That is also more important. Right? How many shops are surviving on that? How many fashions are there to take care of the hair? Do you say it is not important? Nails. The more you cut, the more they grow. How much money is spent on them? For painting and dressing and decorating. Which part of the body is more important? Can you tell me?
Consciousness. Consciousness.
We don't know what it is exactly. Unfortunately. Every part of the body is more important. No part has lesser importance. In this vast universe, every part is important because these are different parts of the God. The universe is His divine body. All these are parts of this divine body. You are a part. I am a part. And everything is a part of Him. You need to take care of every part. Every part. If you want to start from humans, start from humans. It doesn't matter. But don't ignore other parts. And don't look down other parts. Don't underestimate other parts too. And hence we say, serve all beings as service to God. If you go to Vedas, they say They never said that only human has to survive on this earth. Only human should be flourishing on this earth. They never said that. They said Pruthivi Shanta, Sagnina Shanta, Same Shanta, Sujagam Shamayatu. Let everything be in peace, everything be in good condition, because all these things are different parts of that universal power which we call God. Understand? Whether it is a lively object or a non-lively object, whether it is an insentient or sentient objects. Sentient objects, the moving stuff. Non-sentient objects like the mountains, etc. Everything is his part. Everything is a part of his divine body. So, take everything as his or as another part of body. You are also a part of that body. Respect that. So in Telugu we say that Madhava Sevaga Sarva Prani Seva. What is that? Madhava Sevaga Sarva Prani Seva. All things must be taken care. And he is the divine personality. Isavasyam is one of the Upanishads. And the Upanishad says, Yette Rupam Kalyanatamam Tatte Pasyami. O Lord, the whole universe is your divine form, and it is very auspicious form. Let me see you in every particle. In Bhagavad Gita, when you go through 10th chapter, he explained to Arjuna that in every object, let it be anything, he is there. He showed his presence in every particle, in every object. Arjuna was a bit suspicious. And then in the 11th chapter, he said, Krishna, is it true? Can I see that please? And then Krishna smiled and said, okay, no problem, see that. But Arjuna got back and said, I'm not able to see anything, please. That's okay. Your eyes are not so powerful. I'll give you another type of eyes. I think if you go to a few movies, you have to wear glasses specially made for that purpose. What do you call them? 3D. Because that is 3D he wants to show you. So you need a 3D glass, and he gives you that. With that you can experience that. But for this universe, just a 3D glass is not enough. So he gave a multi-directional glass, multi-dimensional glass. It is MD. He gave an MD glass to Arjuna. And Arjuna, after wearing those glasses, he was just lost by himself and said, what is this? I could not find any beginning nor ending, no middle. What is this form? I am so scary. Hey Lord, where am I? What's happening to me? He was really scared and said, I cannot see this, please. And I'm not able to remove those glasses also at the same time. And when he started crying, Krishna said, don't worry, I remove those new glasses. And he removed that MD glass, multi-dimensional glasses, and he removed. The moment he removed, he said, Is it Krishna, you? Oh, Krishna, you? When we see him in a form, then we feel lenient. When he shows his universal form, we are scared. What to do? What to do? Andite cholakana. Andakapothe bhayam. That is the state we are in. Krishna showed his universal form to Arjuna, and he was able to understand that everything in this universe is a part of that Lord. And he then started believing in Krishna. Even before that also Krishna explained everything in Bhagavad Gita. You know that? For all the 12 chapters, he gave all the essence of the knowledge. But Arjuna was a bit doubtful. Only after seeing the universal form of God, he started believing in Krishna's words. And that was the reason Krishna started 13th chapter. Otherwise, by 12th chapter, Bhagavad Gita is closed. Now, because Arjuna started believing, then Krishna thought, okay, let me give a synopsis of what I have told so far. And then he categorized the content and again presented another 6 chapters. And then finally he said, hey Arjun, I gave you everything. Whatever just you want to do it. It was then Arjuna said, became helpless and said, I cannot do that. Krishna, please guide me. What should I do now? And then Krishna said, unconditional surrender. Do it. Simple. Mam ekam saranam vraja. No conditions are asked. Just surrender. Because you are a part of my body, and if there is some dirt on the hand, I never say hand, go there to the tap, clean and come back. Do you say that? No. Because this is my body, I go, I see that it is clean, and I want to always keep it clean. Because it's mine. If the hand only wants to do things on his own, then why should I care for that? I said, go and do your job. Same the logic with us. If you are his part, and if we surrender, and then he takes care of us. The question then comes, when he takes care of us, why should we do anything? Because he is only the one doing everything. We need not do anything. We can simply sit down and just enjoy. Many people say, I surrender in total, but I eat food. Even for this also, if we surrendered, I think probably things would have been in a better way. But for our own pleasures, we want to do things. But when things come for God, then I dedicated everything to Him. I surrendered. Look, your hand is surrendered to you. Yes or no? Your hand. And then, is this hand doing its duty properly or not? Whatever it's supposed to do, it does. It never says that when I say, do this, please, not now. When you hold a pen and you want to write something, the pen never says, why should I write? Is pen dedicated to you or not? Yes. Dedicated to you. And then whatever you want to do, does it execute or not? Yes. It executes very sincerely. it never goes back in its duties. Very sincerely it does. And then it is under your control. Total control. Whatever you feel like doing, it does. If you give a check and sign for $1 million, it signs. And if you write something to a person to say something, and then it writes, it never says, why should I write this? It doesn't look good. I don't want to write. It never says that. If you want to draw a picture of Rama, it draws. And if you want to draw the picture of Ravana, also it draws. It never says, no, I don't like Ravana, so I don't want to draw. Have you seen the pen saying that? No. It is complete surrender. When it is completely surrendered, then he takes responsibility of that. Krishna said, Arjuna, surrender. Mam ekam saranam vraja. Then Arjuna said, Karishye vajanam tava. Whatever you instruct, it is done. Then he started raising the wall. But interesting thing is, though we surrender, but our personal egos are still there. They come on the way. We know that in Bharata, when Abhimanyu was killed, it was Arjuna who had whole Bhagavad Gita. Right? Right? Directly from Lord Krishna. And after Abhimanyu was killed, Arjuna was not able to bear with the pain. And then he said, I commit suicide, self-immolation. I want to just fall into the fire, he said. Are you only heard everything from me. Everyone comes with a purpose. He also came with a purpose. The purpose is over. Something needs to be done there. So it was happening. You say, that it should happen to you, then you understand. You know. In spite of knowing many things, our egos come on the way. And then we start growing with egos, right? That is where we need the grace of our gurus. You know, we need the grace of gurus, because gurus are the ones who not just give the message of what God has given, but also take care of the soul as how it should be saved from the clutches of egos. They give us a practice by which we can come out of such clutches, the jaws of the samsara, what we call ahankara. What is that? Ahankara. It is always there, it catches us. To come out of that, it is the gurus who have to give us. To give, first of all, they have to tell us the reality of the life. There are many schools which say the world we live in is something illusionary. Right? Everything is illusion. You are illusion, I am illusion, and everything is illusion, and just it is only one Brahma is there. But first of all, we need to know that we live in a real world. We live in a real world. Our lives are also real. But people speak something, everything is illusionary, but only food is true. Timely food is true. Some bhavana is true. But other things are illusionary. And does it match? Everything is true. In our lives, everything is true. You are leading a true life. Lead a true life. Before Ramanuja Acharya, 1,000 years before, there were people, of course, who used to say that everything is illusion. And when Ramanujacharya Swami has come in 1017, who sanctified this earth for almost 120 years. He established that the world we live in is true. Everything is true. Everything. Even your dream is also true. Do you think the dream is true? Can you tell me? Dream is true? Say yes or no. Ramanujacharya Swami said, even dream also is true. How come dream is true? Swami, I saw a pot full of gold coins in the dream. But the moment I woke up, there's nothing. Is dream true? Ramanujacharya Swami said, yes, everything is true. But we need to understand what does it mean by true. True is that which leads to some kind of impact. Some kind of impact, whatever it may be. If it results to something, that's what we call a true. Ardha kriya kari. If anything becomes ardha kriya kari, that is called a true. Imagine that you got a dream where you saw a pot full of gold coins. Somebody gave it to you. Isn't it? After you woke up, are you able to say something about it? You are communicating that with others, right? Communicating is itself a reaction. You are feeling something that sometimes when we wake up, we are not able to remember the dream. We simply forget. But we feel like something good I saw. Yeah, beautiful dream. Or sometimes scary dream, my God. Whatever it may be, whether it is scary or a sweet, you are able to remember that, right? I saw something. If not with the details, but you feel like I saw something good. I saw something bad. Or some kind of dream which is a pretty passive stuff. You say something about that means it is resulting to something. Whatever that results to something is called true. Not it has to happen as it is. What we think true means, it should happen. Swamiji, I saw a gold coin spot. Is it going to available? Where can I get it from? It's not that you have to get it as it is. You saw a nice dream. That means you are consuming some good karma from the store. You saw a scary dream. You are consuming some bad karma from the store. Whatever that appears to you, if it is a fearful stuff, if it is something like a negative thought, a negative things that you have experienced, that is the result of bad karma. If positive things that you have seen, that is punya karma. Understand? Some karma is consumed. So dream is leading to something, to express, to feel. a kind of emotion it's creating. That itself is establishing the reality of that. And by that emotion, experience, you are consuming a portion of your karma. Some karma is consumed. So it's also true. But why it happens like that? Why we see such kind of things which are so irrelevant? Sometimes, you see as if you are walking across the skies. Will it happen ever? It won't. Can you say it is true? It is also true. Your appearance is true. Sky is true. Your walking across the sky is a mixed job. You see movies, right? In the movies, people are moving across the skies, right? They jump and then they fly. How do they fly? How do they fly? Can they really fly in the life? But then how do you see the flying objects, no? Flying is true. That means moving is true. And pictures, scenes moving behind is also true. But both are mixed in a device and you see them on the screen. Screen and mixer does these kind of things. Same in our mind also. You have all the records with you. Whatever the records are there, they are mixed, basing on the karma, whatever we store with us, accumulated since millennia of janmas. They are there. All they are there. But who does this job? With the movies, there is a person and who uses some kind of devices and does it. But in the body, it is the job of God. He does it. Basing on our karma, He mixes up those kind of things so that a portion of your karma is consumed. Veda says, Ye eshu sukteshu jagarti kamam purusho nirmimana. He is the one, in spite of you sleeping, but He wakes up and He mixes the things and He shows the things to you and we call them as dreams. By that He consumes some portion of your karma. But remember, whatever you see there in the dream is for your own karma, for own experience, exclusively for your own experience. It is created by God. Whereas whatever we see in the big world, this is also something created by God only. But anything that you see in the external world, that is please. Yes. Anything that, welcome Swamiji. Whatever you see in the big world, it's created by same God, but for the sake of collective experience. In dreams, whatever we see, it is for individual experience. And in the world, whatever we see, it is for the sake of collective experience. I am using this mic, this mouthpiece. This is not for my own experience, it's created. I am speaking here. All of you are listening to this. This is magnifying. And in making this, there are so many people involved. Each piece of this, so many people are involved. And after making this, it was sent to some business, probably office. Some people are the distributors, some people are retailers, some people purchased it, some people brought it, some people fixed it, some people are operating it. How many are involved in behind one piece? Those many people's activity is connected to this. Those many people's karma is involved with this. So any object in the external world is for the sake of collective experience. Whereas whatever you see in the dreams, that's pretty much individualized. And it's created for individual experience. But remember, both are created by the same God. This is also created by God. This is also created by God. Both are God's job. And hence, you cannot say that it is illusion. But how does he manage? That is something beyond our imagination, which is called Maya. What do you call it? Maya. Some people say Maya means illusion. No. Maya means a miraculous ability beyond your capacity. You are not able to understand that. That is Maya. But somebody knows that. That's why Lord Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, Mama Maya Durantyaya. Mama. This Maya is mine. The wonderful world created by me. And it is Mama Maya. You can't escape from this. But if I want, I can bring you out. Mameva ye prapadyante mayam etam tarantite. Whoever surrendered to me, I bring them out of this wonderful network. This is knitted by me, and no one can escape from this at all. He said it very clearly. It's a big, wonderful work of God. And it is known by our acharyas. Our great acharyas like Ramanujacharya Swami, who understood that and they said, oh, this is great work. And no one can escape from this. And we have to surrender to him. And the surrender should be unconditional. Then he will take care of us. This is what he said in Bhagavad Gita itself and became the Charama Sloka. That is his final message. Sarva dharman parityajya. Surrender to me, I take care of you. Don't stop any of your activities. Conduct your duties properly. But while conducting, few things are there with us. I do this. Mine is the result. It is my effort. There are three things, most of the times, most of us are always feeling that I did it, mine is this, fruit is for me this is. These are the three things which bind us with this world or with the karmic ropes. To come out of that, you have to give that rope inside, not physical activity that you have to give up. Physical activity, no one can give up. Everybody has to do his own responsibility and duty. But while doing, if you become egotistic, and then that becomes a binding. That is karma bandhana. And if you give it up and do your duty properly, then he takes care. He did not say give up karma. But he said sarva dharman parityajya. So beautifully he said dharman parityajya, not karmani parityajya. That means action should not be given up. But behind the action there is something. That is attachment. That you have to give up. In 6th chapter he says anasrita. Anasrita karma phalam. Karyam karma. Karoti yaha. Do your responsible duty, but don't get connected to the result of that. And also don't take the doership also. When your hand does, hand never takes a doership. You take the doership. You wrote a line for somebody and that person got upset and came running to you. Why did you write this? Do you say, it's not me, my hand wrote it. Or it's not me, my pen wrote it. Do you say that? Imagine, you wrote something, you signed a check for $1,000 and then the pen thought, I only signed it, right? So what is my share out of it? Does it ever ask it? No. And you wrote something with the same pen. And the other person who actually saw the paper got upset and came running to you just to give a blow. And do you think the pen says, it is not he, I wrote it? Does the pen take the credit of that? Merit of that? Or demerit of that? Pen doesn't. If pen takes, you are safe. But pen never takes that. Pen hands it over to the hand. Hand passes it on to you, to the body. Body passes on to you. And you are the person who will be caught up. Whether it is a merit or demerit, you have to take the responsibility, right? What we call it as ahamkara. Aham is good, aham is the soul, we are okay. But that karam is bad. The ahamkara is bad, understand? So that should be given up. But that happens not by God. God, when comes down to us and says, but we don't listen to him. It's only gurus who can do that. Because gurus never say, come to me, do something to me. But when God speaks, he always should say, yeah, man manabhava, mad bhaktaha, mad yachi, mam namaskuru, come to me, surrender to me, dedicate everything to me. How does it look for a common person? As if he is banging his own drum. Right? Because that is what he has to say. Man manabhava, man bhakto, madhyaji, mam namaskuru. Mameva ye prapadyante, maya medantaranti. This is what he has to say. But gurus never say that. Gurus show God to us. They give us training so that we can come out of the jaws of that ahamkara. And we learn to surrender to God. They show us that path. You know, Lord Krishna gave Bhagavad Gita. You know, big message. Arjuna heard the whole message. Before hearing Bhagavad Gita, he was very good. But after hearing Bhagavad Gita, the big problem came to him. See, he heard the whole Bhagavad Gita. And end of the war, when he came to their tent, Arjuna was still sitting in the chariot. Krishna said, hey, we came to our home, get up. And Arjuna said, Krishna, You have to follow the protocol, right? What is the protocol? Because you are the driver. Driver has to get down first, open the door, show the hand, and you have to bring me down. I got the Vijayam, victory. I became Vijaya. And at least you need to respect me in that way. You have to come down and open the door. Why do you say that I have to get down? You can imagine how Krishna's face would have turned. Because he preached the whole Bhagavad Gita. And Arjuna also said, Karishye vachanam tava stitosmi gatasandeya. All my doubts are cleared and I follow you. He said. But at the end of the day, he said, you are a driver? No? And open the door, I have to get down because I was the victor. I got the victory. Krishna got really upset. And he held the neck of Arjuna and pushed him from the chariot. And immediately Krishna also jumped out of the chariot. You know what happened then? The chariot was burned to ashes. And Arjuna was stunned. What happened? Arjuna, in spite of hearing the whole Bhagavad Gita, your arrogance did not decrease. You are thinking that because of your power only that the chariot was intact. The arrows shooted by Dronacharya, Bhishmacharya, Aswathama, etc. are not ordinary arrows. Because I am there in the chariot is intact and you also are able to sit in the chariot. If I would have come out to open the door, before opening the door itself, you would have burned to ashes. This is the fate of God. Understand? This is the fate of, in spite of his preaching the whole thing, in spite of hearing directly from Krishna, that much Arjuna was able to understand. You have to read, Bharatam. After some time, one fine morning, Krishna invited Arjuna and said, "Hey Arjun, you had a long Bhagavad Gita from me, right?" Bhagavad Gita? What is that? He asked, any teacher or any guru is very much fascinated to hear something from his disciples, right? If the Shishya speaks something, the Guru feels happy. So I preached you so much Bhagavad Gita, can you say a sloka from that? He did not ask Phalana sloka, no. He said choice is yours. Whatever sloka you like much, you know, you are able to remember, at least, may I hear that? Sorry Krishna, it was the warfare. What can I remember? Arjuna was upset. Nonam asriddha dhamasi durmedhas jasi pandava. He was really upset, and then said, what can I do? After all, you are husband of my sister. It is for her sake I have to take care of you. Come on, sit down. I am going to again give the synopsis of Bhagavad Gita. And again he gave Anugita, it seems. When Bhishmacharya was about to leave the body, Krishna took all the Pandavas to Bhishmacharya, who was lying on the bed of arrows, and then said, "Hey Tata, can you teach something to these guys? Because they need something, probably a good message from you." And Bhishmacharya, laughed at Krishna and said, "What, Krishna, are you joking? You see me? I am lying on the bed of arrows since 1.5 months. No blood is there in the body, no flesh. Everything is just simply dried how can I say anything? My mouth is dried, my brain is, just flat. I'm not able to just recollect anything, my Lord. Then Krishna said, okay, I give you boon. You don't feel any pain in the body. You are able to recollect everything you know. And your mouth is always fresh. You are able to speak anything. Come on, now you tell. Bhishmacharya said, Krishna, why you have to give me boons and make me to say all these kind of things? Instead, you yourself can say no. Then Krishna said, look Tata, I spoke so much Bhagavad Gita, but everything went above the head for these guys. You know why? I am an ocean. I am like an ocean of knowledge. Ocean should not give the water, though ocean is compassionate on us. If the ocean directly gives water to you, your towns and villages and cities will be drowned. Ocean should not give that water because that water is not usable. It's not portable. You can't drink a drop of that water which comes directly from the ocean. Yes or no?
Yes.
So what should happen? The water from the ocean should be transformed to the clouds, and then clouds should come to us and shower the rain on us, which becomes portable to all of us. Krishna, you are the ocean. And Krishna said, I am the ocean, yes, but Tata, you are the cloud. You got knowledge from me, but if that knowledge is given directly by me, it doesn't go to me. But when it comes through you, through the cloud, that becomes portable, then only they can understand. And hence, I'm not telling them, because my job is already over. Now it is your turn. Now you get this knowledge. I gave you the boons. Now you just deliver the essence of what it is. Then they are able to understand. And that was then Bhishmacharya revealed so many truths, so many experiences, and Vishnu Sahasranama is of course the result of that. So anything should come to us through a guru. Though God of course gives everything, but it may not yield good result in us. Because he's like a sugar candy. When sugar candies are in the box, you open the box, and when sugar candy says, I'm sweet, I'm sweet, I'm sweet, eat me. What do? The moment you opened the box and the sugar candy started talking, do you eat them? You throw them. One who tasted those sugar candies, and if that person comes to you and say, hey, this is so sweet, so nice, I taste it. Come on, you also can taste. Then you are interested in tasting that. So I am like a sugar candy. I am tattva, but you are tattva drashta. You are the one who experienced that. So you only can say something about the good knowledge that is about me. If I say by myself, it is like banging one's own drum. But if you say, that really yields good results. Come on, please tell them. Then Bhishmacharya spoke. That is how the great Ramanujacharya 1,000 years before, saw the whole life in this world and came out saving these souls by his divine messages and of course practices. Before Ramanujacharya, there were so many discriminations in the world. Mantra was never given to people. For women, forget about them. Mantra was not at all given to people. And if any person other than the priestly guys listen to the mantra, fill the ears with the molten lead. If anybody speaks, cut the tongue to pieces, was the order. I don't know how people accepted that in those days, but that was the order of the day. We are not there to discuss about whether it's right or wrong, but that was the order. When Ramanujacharya Swami saw this, he said, this should not be the way for the world, because all we are the children of the same God. How many gods will be there? Really? One? One only? Let one belong to any religion, any color, any race, any part of the world. God should always be one. Ksharatmana visate deva ekaha. Only one controlling these sentient and non-sentient objects of this universe. This is what he said, Veda said. So only one God. And we are all children of the same God. That means we are all siblings. How can you say that one child should not chant the name of one's own father, one's own mother? This is not right. This is a taboo. And Ramanujacharya Swami was the first person in the history who broke those taboos and said everyone is equal before God. And everyone is eligible to chant the mantra of God. But I think you understand, such kind of reformers always face many troubles, right? There were 4 times attempts on Ramanujacharya. But of course, God saved him and he did his mission. To say that first, Ramanujacharya wanted to establish the system. The system is, you have to get that mantra from a perfect guru. There was one guru who is almost 100 miles away from his place. And Ramanujacharya, after he became a sannyasi, he wanted to go there and get the mantra. And he went. Guruji, of course, gave a test and found that Ramanuja is good enough. But says, okay, come after a couple of months, let us see. Without any word, Ramanujacharya Swami used to come back. And exactly after 2 months, he used to go there. Again the test. And says, that's fine, everything is good. But come after, 3 months, let us say. 17 times Ramanujacharya went on foot and returned on foot. 100 miles going, 100 miles coming. But during the 18th time, the Guruji himself got vexed. Not Ramanuja got vexed, but Guruji got vexed. And then said, okay, I'll give you the mantra, the essence of this mantra. But you should promise me that you won't be revealing this to anybody. Ramanujacharya took that mantra from him. But after finding the beauty of that mantra and the efficacy of the mantra in saving the entire souls, then he thought it should be open to everybody. He went to the temple tower nearby, and then there were already some people who were seeking to get that from him since long, and he revealed that to them. Guruji got upset because this kind of messages, no WhatsApp is needed for this. So immediately reached Guruji, and Guruji became Narasimha, and then he came running. Why did you cross my line? And you will be falling in the worst of the narakas. But Ramanujacharya, with all humbleness, said, Sir, what happens to all these people who listen to this mantra? Guruji said, of course they will be saved, but what about you? Sir, when these many people are saved, and for that sake, if one insignificant person falls in Naraka, I think that's okay. For the sake of one, throwing hundreds and thousands of people into Naraka is bad. But for the sake of so many, one becoming free is okay. I am ready for that kind of Naraka, if necessary. But sir, it's not me who preached the mantra. Then I kept your padukas in front of me. They telecasted everything. It's only your padukas who gave this mantra to everybody. So the credit, if at all any, that goes to your padukas, not to me. But if at all there is something wrong, that is mine. For that, I am ready to receive the punishment, whatever it is. Which moved the Guruji himself. And Guruji said, what a kind of heart yours is. He embraced Ramanujacharya and said, we thought we are great people so far, knowing all the things. But now I realized that you are greater than us. He spoke this word in Tamil. You know Tamil language, you know. He spoke this in Tamil. And he said, Em Perum Anar, you became greater than us. That became his name. Emberumanar became Ramanuja's name in the later time. And Guruji also said, the generations to come, they need your type of knowledge, not our type of knowledge. And hence, I give my son away to you. I dedicate even my son to you. Let my son also become your disciple and learn this way of knowledge. Who? The one who cursed Ramanuja for Naraka, the same Guru gave his own son to Ramanujacharya to become his disciple and to continue that tradition, that lineage. Ramanujacharya, the great Acharya, gave the mantra to the world and established the reality of the universe and also of the life, and said, in a real life, lead a real life and surrender to God and get the grace of a Guru and follow that lineage. And the entire universe accept as his divine form, divine body. And as you love your own body, every part of your body Thus God loves every part of his body. Rakshate Bhagavan Vishnu Bhaktan. He loves everyone as the soul loves its own body. Atma Sariravat. Atma Sariravat. As the soul loves our own body, right? We love our own body. Every part of our body. So also God loves every part of his body. Don't say one part is illusion and another part is true. Nothing. So, in this universe, all people, everybody is fit to chant the divine name of God. There is no restriction whatsoever. And that love towards that God is called bhakti. It's called bhakti. That service is called bhakti. Ramanujacharya was the first Acharya who established this, condemning the illusionary system of the thought. And then there are so many great Acharyas came later, taking some part of that Acharya's, Ramanuja's ideology and established, expanded and propagated across the world. You say Madhvacharya and take Vallabhacharya, Ramanandacharya, Nimbarkacharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, or the recent Swami or ISKCON, whatever you take. All these are talking about the bhakti. The root was, the seed was sown by Ramanujacharya, and each one has taken one part of that. Each one has taken one branch of that. And they expanded so beautifully and brought to the level of common people in different parts of the world. And we are blessed today to understand such great Acharya, Ramanuja Swami. And he born on this earth and sanctified this 1,000 years before, and commemorating such great Acharyas, 1000th year, a wonderful statue was dedicated to the world, and the name of that was given as the Statue of
Unity.
Equality. Statue of Equality, that is there in Hyderabad, and which I think is supposed to be the second tallest sitting statue made of Panchadhatus. That Ramanujacharya who established the equality, which is probably the need. And that was the reason when we have taken the first slogan. What is the slogan? Serve all beings as service to God. Serve all beings, no matter what they are. But you have to realize that each one is a part of Him. That means you are directly serving God only through them. That is what we are trying to just understand and do some kind of services to the people, not only to the humans but also to the nature. We do serve even humans also. It's not that we are ignoring people, but we take care of everything. It should be a holistic thing, right? So take care of the water, take care of the air, take care of the soil, take care of birds, animals, trees, humans also. We do service to the humans also. As while introducing, they said, we run schools for tribal children. We run schools for Vedic children. We run schools for blind children. some kind of services during need, like disasters, natural calamities. We do some kind of services there also. And for women especially, we do good service. I think probably you must be knowing that nowadays the women are bad victims of a disease called cancer. I think India is probably the stands number one so far the cervical cancers are concerned and breast cancers are concerned. And we do serve to such people. We train women volunteers. And they go create awareness. They conduct the camps for women. And they conduct the screening camps. And so far, through our organization, we conducted screening camps for 3.5 million women in India and in Nepal. It's not that we are ignoring humans. No, we have to serve humans also because we have to start from our own self, right? Our own sect. So we don't ignore humans, but don't confine to humans also, because everything is the divine body. That is what our acharyas, Ramanujacharya Swami, spoke and practiced. And the inspiration for him is of course from his acharyas, from his gurus, and from Alvars. From Alvars he got that inspiration. And from our scriptures he got the inspiration. And he practiced it. Unfortunately, in the middle somebody said the world is illusionary. But he condemned that and established the reality of the universe and made us instruments to serve that Lord who appears in the form of the world. Through our organization called JET, we are trying to do something, some kind of service. We can't say that we are doing a lot, but we are definitely trying to do something, following the footsteps of Acharya Ramanuja, and educating the people, and also giving guidance to the people who are interested in extending such kind of services to become volunteers and do the services in whatever way it is possible. And we are so happy that today we are with you all, and we invite you all to Hyderabad. Not whenever you come to Hyderabad, but you have to come to Hyderabad only for that and see that, to participate in that Ramanuja's service and get the message of equality and get the blessings of such great acharyas and understand more about the beauty of God and do your part to this world, to his creation, to which you also is a part. Understand? We are also a part of that. So doing something to anybody is not a favor. It is for our own sake that we have to do that. If there is a thorn and this hand goes and serves there, is it a help it is doing? No, it's doing its own duty. Otherwise, because of this hand also will be affected sooner or later. So doing something is for one's own benefit, not for the sake of others. We are not doing any kind of favor to others, but it is out of our own need. It is a requirement for our own survival. It is not out of compassion but we do out of compulsion. If we take care of others, we'll be okay. Otherwise, we won't be there. That is what we do. And some interesting volunteers are also participating in such kind of services. And we are so happy today on a working day. Though tomorrow is also there, you have your own offices, but still you are here and you are sparing your time and your interest. We offer our Mangala Sessions to you all to get the grace of such great acharyas like Ramanujacharya Swami, and let the grace of God be with us to fulfill our life's mission, service. God bless you all. Jai Shri Manara.
जय श्रीमन